My people, now welcome for my channel. It's maths time questions and answer. For channel where I dey give una small sense then how to handle mathematic question then for we country and outside we country. For today question, we will see how to handle vectors them. For today question, we come up for Cameroon GCE board 2021, section A, paper 2, question 12. We will look how to handle questions and about vectors and how to find the magnitude for particular vector. So the question don't talk say they don't give we a particular vector OP and the vector get component a plus 2 for I direction plus 1 for j direction, and another vector OQ and the vector get component 2a for I direction and 5 for j direction, where they say a na constant. So make we find the vector where we take we from P to Q in terms of a, and then if they give we say PQ we get 3i plus 4j, they say may we use that PQ and the PQ where we find in terms of a, forget the value for a. Then lastly, the same way we find the magnitude for PQ. So for same way we solve this question, may we consider say we dey for some corner for Boya. May we call that point for Boya say O. Then we fit waka go for Bamenda. May we call that point for Bamenda say P. So we see and say if we waka from point O way na Boya to point P way na Bamenda, we will get a vector where we call them OP, and this vector we say it get component a plus 2 for I direction and 1 for j direction. Again, if we also work out from Boya, we go with for Douala, and make we call that point Douala say point Q. So we see say we don't also work out from Boya way na point O to Douala way na point Q. So and we say the vector it get component 2a for I direction and 5 for j direction. So now the question this way we don't draw for you. So question A is say make we find the vector how we will work out from P to Q, which is vector PQ. But we don't know this road where they take we from P to Q. We only know road where they take we from P to O and from O to Q. But if we work out so it means say we don't still work out from P to Q. So we'll use the road where we sabi from P to O for and then we'll go back from O to Q. You see say we don't still work out from P to Q. So the vector where na PQ, if we talk say that vector be equal to, we will work out from P to O, then we work out from O to P. So the vector PQ will be PO plus OQ. But we know say we know na vector from OP, no be vector from PQ. So but we see and say we will still work out for the same road where OP the worker. So but we the worker back. Instead of we for worker from OP, we worker back from PO. So for sure say with the worker back, we'll put negative sign for that vector OP. For sure say with the worker na back. Instead of we for worker from OP, we the instead worker from PO. So if we say that vector PQ na negative with na minus OP plus OQ. We don't put minus OP for here because instead of we for worker from OP again, we the worker na from PO. So we the show say we the worker na back OP. So for in the case say we the worker back, we get minus sign for here. So if we arrange this equation for here, the equation for here where na PQ equals to minus OP plus OQ. For put and say OQ minus OP, we not the same thing. Now just say we make the equation find for we I. Okay, for that sense we know say vector OQ na 2ai plus 5j. We fit minus vector OP from there, where OP na a plus 2i plus j. So the vector PQ will get say 2ai plus 5j minus a plus 2i plus j. This with square bracket where we get them for here. So now for say make we show say the minus where we get them for middle here, it get for go for inside a plus 2i and inside j, maybe only inside a plus 2i. Okay, if we get that one, we fit break things the way they look the same, where they look alike together. Meaning things the way they contain I, they will come together, and things the way they contain j, they will come together. So if we get the vector PQ for BC 2ai minus a plus 2i. So we see, and then the other thing the way they look the same. Now 5j minus this minus for here will affect this plus for change to minus j. So if we don't get them, so we fit to say the vector PQ na 2a minus a way na a, but nothing not there for minus 2, so minus 2 will be negative 2. So we'll get PQ way na 2a minus a, which is a, and 0 minus 2, which is minus 2, where the component get I, and for j side we'll get 5j minus j, where na 4j. So PQ will get PQ as that. So for question B, we say if they don't give we say PQ na 3i plus 4j, and where we self we don't find PQ for question A, and we know say PQ na a minus 2i plus 4j. Make we use these two things the way we know for find the value for A. But we know say if PQ na 3i plus 4j, and then again PQ na a minus 2i plus 4j, then 3i plus 4j it be the same as a minus 2i plus 4j. So if we put that thing them for one equation, forget this equation where we see am from our screen. So in this case, for say make we solve this equation, we know say for two vector then for be equal, then thing the way they contain I, they must be equal, and thing the way they contain j, they must be equal. So we see am for here say 4j don't already be equal to 4j. So what we need am now make it be equal now I thing them. So we say 3i get for be equals to a minus 2i, but I don't already be equals to I. So the next thing we need them for be equal na 3 and a minus 2. So if we talk say 3 is equals to a minus 2. But if 3 minus 2 they go meet up 3 because na constant them, they be the same terms, then minus 2 if it cross over side for go meet up 3, it will become positive. So in that case we will get 3 plus 2 equals to a. But if we add 3 and 2 together, we will get 5, where it means say the value for a na 5. So if you want check you fit again take this 5, put that inside this value for PQ, we'll get 5 minus 2, where na 3i plus 4j, and now that same thing where they give we for the equation PQ equals to 3i plus 4j. So we answer, we they get to where they define them. Then the last section, when na section 3, when na section C for the question, it asks we find the magnitude for with vector PQ. But we know say with vector PQ na 3i plus 4j. So for find the magnitude for vector PQ, we'll simply take the square root for component for I, we'll square them, plus component for j with square them. So we magnitude for PQ na square root of component for I way na 3 squared plus coefficient for j way na 4, then we square and 2. So for this, the magnitude for with vector PQ will be square root of 3 squared na 9 and 4 squared na 16. So 9 plus 16 will get 25. So we magnitude na square root of 25. But we know say square root for 25 na 5. So we magnitude for PQ na 5. So my brother and my sister them, thank una for be with me all this through for this video. May una not forget for subscribe for my channel. May una not forget for share my videos with brothers them and sisters them way they need this video them. And may una not forget for like my channel. Una not also forget for press the notification bell for more video if I make another video for we language. May una not also forget for comment for my channel with question them where una want to make a solve and for we. So una stay with me and make God bless una.